Welcome, class of 2014. Friends, will you please join me for the invocation? Among the greatest opportunities this wonderful university will afford you in the upcoming years is the opportunity to choose. Our prayer and wish for you this evening is that you make choices that are true to who you are and who you wish to become. Choose not only to impress, but choose to inspire. Choose not only to find information, rather choose to gain knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Choose not only to make friends, but rather choose to build relationships and form bonds that will last a lifetime. Do not simply choose your major or choose a career path based on what you're good at or what others say you should do, but choose to follow your passions, follow your heart, follow the need out in the world. Choose to explore, choose to see the world, choose to face your fears. Try out for that performing arts group. Try out for that athletic team. Choose to take a class that looks challenging. Study abroad. Choose, in the face of suffering in the world, not to give in, not to give up, but to choose to dream and work for alternative realities where unnecessary pain and suffering are alleviated. You have begun your series of choices well, for you have chosen to attend what we believe is the finest institution of higher learning in the land. And we are proud today that we likewise have chosen well by admitting you to the class of 2014 at the University of Pennsylvania. Amen.
You may be seated. Good evening, transfer students and the freshman class of 2014. They're all sitting together. I am Eric Furta, Penn's Dean of Admissions. Welcome to your convocation. President Gutmann, Provost Price, trustees, deans, faculty, staff, alumni, and student leaders. As we embark on the beginning of the academic year, I am honored to present to you 2,500 of the brightest young minds in the world. We are all proud of their accomplishments, which the Office of Admissions recognized in the most selective year in this institution's proud history. Like their families who said goodbye to them last week, or maybe they're still in the audience, it is time for the admissions office to let go so they can begin their own Penn journey. President Gutmann, on this evening, September 7, 2010, in front of Majestic College Hall, I proudly pass this Penn Relay's red and blue baton and this class full of promise into your caring hands.
Never had this baton to greet you with before, and I will prize this as the class of 2014 baton. Greetings, enthusiastic greetings to the great class of 2014 and to all the students who have transferred from other institutions. Smart move, transfers. Welcome all to the University of Pennsylvania. It is my pleasure and honor to address you in front of College Hall, one of Penn's finest and oldest buildings. Over the past 137 years, generations of students have walked its corridors, learned in its classrooms, and occasionally napped in its shadow. Yes, napped. Despite what you may have heard, students here do sleep. Knitting up the raveled sleeve of care, as Shakespeare put it, is just as necessary as hitting up the well-stocked stacks of Van Pelt. Remember, you need your sleep. This evening, you officially join those many generations of Penn students. And together we celebrate more than your admission to the School of Nursing, the School of Engineering and Applied Science, The Wharton School? Or are there any members of the College of Arts and Sciences? Together, we celebrate your bright beginning as a proud member of the united Penn community. And what a community it is. Bearers of the red and blue are 290,000 strong. For more than a quarter of a millennium, our graduates have applied their knowledge and made lasting contributions to humanity. Put simply, Penn's dreamers are the world's doers. They have developed life-saving medical treatments. They have nursed the sick back to health. They have built businesses from the ground up, and they have transformed communities around the world with the products of their amazingly creative imaginations. They are Rhodes Scholars, they are Nobel laureates, they are educators and Olympians. They're actors, authors, artists, and inventors. They are poets, pioneers, and Pulitzer Prize winners. Quakers have sat on the United States Supreme Court, they have marched for civil rights, and they have walked weightlessly outside of the International Space Station. It seems that the only thing that a Penn graduate hasn't done yet is become President of the United States. But I'm sure that more than one of you is equal to this task. We will just have to wait a few more years. Yet less than a year ago, you were working on your application and wondering whether you would stand out in the most crowded field in Penn's history. 26,938 of your peers applied for admission with you. Staring at a blinking cursor, you asked yourself, why Penn? You started to answer, you deleted the answer, and you started over. You took a break. Maybe you bemoaned your plight in a status update. And then you started over again. Why Penn? Yes, it's a tough question. And because you answered it for us, I'm going to answer it for you. Why Penn? Here's my answer. Because we want you to pursue your passion and combine it with purpose. Your dedication to learning is part of what drew you here and part of what we found so appealing about you. Now you have the precious opportunity both to explore broadly and to focus intensely on what matters most to you. I love hearing stories of students who combine their passion with purpose. One of my favorite examples is the Hydrus bottle. Tired of buying water and wasting plastic, 2 graduates of the class of 2009 invented a reusable, fillable, filtered water bottle. Today, the product is on shelves all over the country and the world, and sales are helping fund the construction of sorely needed water distribution systems in Cameroon. If any of you forgot that this is the year of water at Penn, think of how expansive just conceiving of new ways of delivering water is. You don't have to imagine it. 2 Penn graduates have already done well and done good by creating the Hydrus bottle. Of course, not all of you know what you want to do and how to make it happen from the moment you set foot on campus. So why Penn? Because you've demonstrated great potential and we're prepared to help you fulfill it. Your classes will be challenging. Your professors will demand your best work, and they will be happiest when you succeed. And they will help you succeed. If you have a question, ask it. Don't hesitate. A prudent question, as Francis Bacon said, is one half wisdom. So let me ask the prudent question again. Why Penn? Because here you will put knowledge to work for humanity. Don't wait until commencement to pursue independent research and apply what you have learned in the classroom. Visit our Center for Undergraduate Research and Fellowship, lovingly known as CURF. Members of the Penn community flock to CURF. The center's staff will help you identify opportunities to do research alongside our world-renowned faculty. Get involved in West Philadelphia. Check out Civic House, the Fox Leadership Center, and the Netter Center for Community Partnerships. Each year, thousands of Penn students display what our founder, Benjamin Franklin, considered true merit. And I quote, "An inclination joined with an ability to serve humankind." Whether you get involved in our neighborhood, in our nation, or around the world, you uphold the aim of this great university. Putting knowledge into practice for the good of our neighbors and humankind. Many of the Penn dreamers I mentioned earlier sat where you sit tonight, and not so long ago. Like you, they filled out applications and waited patiently for the news of their acceptance. Unlike you, they couldn't friend anyone until they got to campus. But once here, they followed their passions. They asked for expert advice when they needed it, and they put their knowledge into practice. I'll leave you with one final example. Dr. William Pepper. He received both his undergraduate degree and his medical degree from Penn, and he became a professor at our medical school in 1874. 7 years later, he was unanimously elected to lead Penn. Over the course of his 13-year tenure, he oversaw the addition of 4 schools, increased the number of faculty more than 5-fold, and more than doubled the number of Penn students. What do you think? Pretty productive for a guy without internet access. Dr. Pepper not only transformed Penn into a modern research university, but he was also instrumental in founding several other educational institutions in Philadelphia, including the Philadelphia Free Library. He put his knowledge into practice throughout our community. And today, if you visit the Free Library's main branch on, where else, the Benjamin Franklin Parkway, you will see a beautiful bronze memorial to Shakespeare. Its black marble base inscribed with 2 lines from Jacques' famous monologue in As You Like It. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Why Penn? Because here, new scenery, new cast members, and new plots await you. The role you play is limited only by your imagination. You are here this evening because we believe that you are capable of doing great things. All the world's a stage, and your curtain is rising. Get used to the bright lights, and welcome to the University of Pennsylvania. Thank you. Thank you.
God has been here for you. So you don't have to worry at all. I'll sacrifice my time. I'll make sure you're satisfied. There's no hard thing to the joy I bring. Wanna give you all my love. That's all I wanna do. Every hour, baby. My love is yours. That's all that I wanna do. Every hour, baby. My love is yours, baby. I'm in need of your love, and you got that touch that I need so much, and I am about to explore freely, completely, everything you want. I'll be good love down to the last drop. I'm not gonna stop. That's all that I wanna do. Every hour, baby. Don't look no more, don't look no more. Loving you every day. Loving you is all I wanna do. Loving you is all I wanna do. Loving you, said loving you is all that I wanna do, baby, baby. I'm loving you every loving you, baby, every day. Don't look no more, don't look no more, 'cause I'm loving you every day. Don't look no more, don't look no more. Loving you every day. Don't you look no more, love without a limit.
As Provost, it is my pleasure to welcome you to Penn. Tomorrow you begin your undergraduate studies. Tonight, you can relax. You've met your roommates, you've unpacked your bags, and chosen your classes. You've visited a dining hall, and you've explored the campus, if only a little. Now, if you have a good memory of your previous visits to campus, or a keen eye for detail, you may have noticed what's missing here on College Green. In late June, a tremendous summer storm barreled through Philadelphia. A number of trees on campus were damaged, including a significant one that was just to my left. Every morning, I looked out my window, just over there, at this 114-year-old tree, Penn's largest and most majestic American elm. Incidentally, the tree was damaged by wind and not struck by lightning, so there is no direct Ben Franklin connection. The elm wasn't totally uprooted in the storm, but half had splintered and required removal. I was pleased to see, after the cleanup, that the other side had been saved. But 2 weeks later, I was dismayed to see that it, too, was taken down. It turned out that the two sides of the tree were interdependent, the one balancing the other. I learned that the remaining half, although it appeared healthy, would not survive. Why mention that tree tonight? Well, there are a few parallels here to Penn itself and to your education here on campus. A tree is full of dualities. It is solitary, but also part of a vast communal fabric. It is a practical and useful object, something that gives shade even a degree of shelter, but also beautiful, with its own history and cycles of regeneration. We see it and rely on it each day, yet we're not always aware of its importance. Penn, too, was founded with a dual purpose. Franklin's public academy, as he called it, was to teach both the practical and the theoretical, what he termed the useful and the ornamental, the specific and the broad. Two branches of learning, each reliant on the other, to provide a complete education that would serve society. And two languages. In Franklin's plan, classes would be taught in classical Latin, but also in English. He further insisted on a multidisciplinary education long before that term was invented. A Penn education meant exposure to the liberal arts and also to what he called the professions: science, medicine, business, engineering, and accounting. This was all very new at the time, quite unlike the education at Harvard, Yale, or Princeton. Which brings me to the dual aspects of your education here, each complementary to the other: independence and responsibility. During your 4 years, you will have the opportunity, the freedom, to take classes in many different disciplines. Now is the time to take some academic chances. That course in art history, or Japanese, or microfinance, or astronomy, before you have the demands of a major or a specific field of study. This is an independent journey. Your professors, your advisor, your classmates and friends, all will help to guide you along the way. But no one will pick your classes, or wake you in the morning, or tell you when to go to bed. Of that last, I'm quite certain. With that independence comes responsibility. You are responsible for your intellectual and civic development, responsible for making smart choices, from your performance in the classroom to your conduct on campus, responsible for making the most of this 4-year opportunity. Responsibility and independence are best realized in balance, each dependent on the other. Plan, but don't fear being in the moment. Consider the future, but don't obsess about it. Work hard, but enjoy yourself. And this may sound like odd advice coming from Penn's chief academic officer, but please don't overthink every decision. With Penn, Franklin tried something new. I hope you will too. Keep in mind that a major is not a profession. Take a class just because it seems interesting or unusual. Join a club or a group or a team, not because you're good at something, but because you're not. This is the way to become well-educated and well-balanced. I'm told a new tree will be planted where that great elm once stood. I understand we haven't found the perfect specimen just yet. You see, even in horticulture, we're extremely careful in choosing our newest members. By the time you graduate, the tree will have taken root and grown a bit, as you will have. That tree will remain part of this place long after you've graduated, as I hope you will too. There will inevitably be some difficult moments, even some raging storms. They too will pass. Your Penn education and this tree have more in common than a coincidence of timing. Your studies here will be practical and, in Franklin's terms, ornamental. Your education will enable you to stand alone, to grow as a person, but it will also make you part of a vast communal fabric, rooted in a larger community. In the coming years, rushing to and from class, you will cross College Green countless times. On occasion, I hope you take just a second to stop and simply look around, to appreciate this wonderful place, this leafy urban campus, nourished and grown over centuries by fertile minds like your own. I wish you the very best and welcome you to the great class of 2014.
We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation. Come, the new Jerusalem. Silver cities rise, the morning lights, the streets that lead them, and sirens call them on with a song. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. We, the great and small, stand on a star and blaze a trail of desire through the darkening dawn. It's asking for the taking. Come run with me now, the sky is glowing. You've never been seen in the eyes of the world. My heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. We, the great and small, stand on a star and blaze a trail of desire through the darkening dawn. It's asking for the taking, trembling, shaking. Oh, my heart is aching. We're coming to the edge, running on the water, coming through the fog, your sons and daughters. Let the river run, let all the dreamers wake the nation. Come, the new Jerusalem.
Weren't they just fabulous? Let's have another round of applause for Penn's Glee Club. On behalf of the more than 250,000 Penn alumni located all across the globe, I extend a warm welcome to each of you. We congratulate you on all you have already accomplished to earn a place in this amazing class of 2014, and we look forward with eager anticipation to what you will achieve in the years ahead. Whether you are in nursing, engineering, Wharton, or the college, you will be following in awesome footsteps. Penn alumni are leaders in every field, from Nobel laureates to the inventor of the cheese doodle, and that's true. Even recent classes, Abdi Farah, class of '09, was just named America's next great artist. Josh Bennett, who just graduated in May, released his first single, and it's already top of the charts just 2 weeks after it came out. If you want to have some fun in a spare moment, look up Penn alumni on Wikipedia. You will be amazed at the long list of graduates who have achieved eminence in their fields. And someday, we know you will be among them. As the president of Penn alumni, I have the privilege on Ivy Day of presenting graduating seniors with Student Alumni Awards. These awards are given to students who've made the most impact on Penn and the community during their undergraduate years. One of this past year's seniors, upon receiving his award, noted that when he arrived on campus, like you as a freshman, he had a choice. He could be a renter or an owner.
At first, I didn't know what he meant, but he went on to say that no one in the history of mankind had ever washed a rental car. Now, I don't know for sure if that's true, but his point was that when he came to campus, he made the decision that he was going to own Penn, make it his own, and take shared responsibility. I would encourage you to do the same. Take advantage of all that Penn has to offer on campus and off. Take classes in subjects you're not familiar with. Partake in extracurricular activities, and if you don't find something you're interested, start it yourself. If you find something you can make better, go do it. Go to Franklin Field and the Palestra. Throw toast at football games. Cheer our Quaker teams, and yes, you can go to the men's teams as well as the women's teams, but go to volleyball and lacrosse and field hockey and soccer. That Penn spirit really goes a long way. And remember, your connection to Penn is not just the 4 years you will spend in West Philadelphia. It's very possible that the person sitting right next to you tonight or the person you meet in class tomorrow will be somebody that you will know for the rest of your lives. Decades after I left Penn, I still have lunch every single month with my Hill Hall suite mates who we met during freshman orientation. Long after your, go Hill! Long after your formal education ends, Penn will remain the center of your intellectual life. You will bleed red and blue, and you will enjoy it. Founded by Ben Franklin in 1740, Penn is a place steeped in tradition. One of the deepest held of these traditions is the commitment of Penn alumni to their alma mater. They are truly the foundation of this great university, and I mean that literally. In buildings and walkways all over campus, you will notice ivy stones, pieces of bedrock inscribed with a class year. You will place your own ivy stone on campus when you graduate, as hundreds of classes have done before you, a small physical token of your presence here. But the impact of our alumni is so much greater than brick and mortar. Penn alumni are passionate about our university. We love hearing that this is the best class to ever enter Penn, even if it means that we couldn't get in today. And Penn, I know we say the polls don't matter, but number 5 in U.S. News and World Report, come on, that is awesome. The reputation Penn enjoys under the dynamic leadership of Dr. Gutmann and our amazing deans would not be possible without the tireless commitment of our alumni who give so generously of their time and resources. Our alumni love to come back to campus and share their insights with students. Penn alumni are a great source for career advice, and when the time comes, take advantage of this tremendous network. Alumni support our athletic teams and our cultural institutions, attending events with great enthusiasm. Often inspired by the aid they themselves received as students, Penn alumni have provided thousands of scholarships to make sure that the most talented students can attend Penn. Graduates have endowed professorships, ensuring our ability to attract the best faculty in the world to this campus. It is a virtuous circle. The best students want the best faculty, and the best faculty want the brightest students. Penn alumni help make this happen. As you embark on your own transformative journey, know that Penn's alumni community will be there to support you and encourage you every step of the way. You have made a lifelong commitment to Penn, and we promise you that the Penn alumni community will make a lifelong commitment back. You are part of the Penn tradition, and your experience starts here and now. Good luck to each of you. You're going to have the time of your lives.
Now I would like to invite the senior class president, Adam Behrens, to come up and present the flag of the great class of 2014. Adam? This flag will be present at all official university ceremonies and alumni gatherings. Adam, great. Let's hear it for the senior class president. Now it's my great privilege to officially welcome you and mark the beginning of the 271st year of the University of Pennsylvania. Let's hear it for Penn. And equally important, I invite you to please join us for dessert and conversation at Wynn Commons under the immortal gaze of Dr. William Pepper. But before you do, I would like to invite everyone to rise and join in singing our anthem, The Red and the Blue. The lyrics are on your program, and I hope the Glee Club will lead us.